think, about a week from now, we're kind of maybe going to know if whether this still could turn out to be a somewhat snowy winter or whether it just isn't going to work out with these storms. But let's kind of back up to what's going on right now. Good visibility in Boston. The temperature's actually inched up a little bit. Why? Because, look, the wind has shifted a little bit. It's now off the water, and the water temperature is still about 41 degrees, so that is a slight warming influence. But once you get away from the shoreline, it's only in the 20s. In fact, it's only 20 in Jaffrey. Clouds are thinnest to the north and west. That's another reason. But it's only 25 in Worcester right now, 23 in Springfield. And generally, the temperature is below freezing, even just a little bit inland from the coast on the South Shore as well as the Cape. Now, even though you see 34 in Hyannis and 36 on Nantucket, 33 on the Vineyard, it is snowing on the islands, and the temperature is likely to drop a little bit overnight. So with a small accumulation, there could be some locally slippery going on parts of the Cape, especially the islands, overnight and early tomorrow. These should be the temperatures to greet you early tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow afternoon with some breaks in the clouds, especially away from the coast. Temperatures generally in the 30s. All right, here's a look at radar. Notice it was showing green as rain, but flipping over to snow now as the precipitation brings down a little bit of the colder air from above. The temperatures above are definitely cold enough to support snow. It's just that light ocean wind trying to keep the surface temperature a little milder. So that could mitigate the small accumulation just a little bit down there, but as I said, should get a little bit colder in time. What about the rest of the area? Well, we have this other area. See, there's an upper level disturbance cutting across as well. I'm not sure if this moisture is really going to survive. It's very light, but there's a chance of very light snow or flurries even away from the Cape. So that's why I'm saying a possible dusting, let's say along and south of the Mass Pike. But the best chance of a coating to an inch, isolated 2-inch amounts would be the Cape, and 1 to 2-inch amounts on Nantucket, slight chance of perhaps as high as 3. That's from this little system. Now, what happens after that? Well, we improve a little tomorrow afternoon, especially on Friday. But right behind me could be more trouble. That's this system coming out of the Gulf. Now, anything that comes out of the Gulf of Mexico is loaded with moisture, so it's all going to depend on the track of that storm. It's going to try to come up the coast, but how close to us will it be? There's still a couple of different scenarios with this. So again, we have high pressure building in later tomorrow and Friday, and then the storm makes its attempt to march up the coastline. Now, if it comes close enough, it's just borderline in terms of temperature, not very cold, so there could be some heavy wet snow. If it takes a certain track, could be from Boston, let's say out to maybe 495, something like that, or Worcester. A little milder southeastern max, and the Cape would be a mix or rain there. But if the track's a little farther east, which is a distinct possibility, everything gets shifted eastward. Then it doesn't even precipitate much north and west of Boston, but you could get a heavy wet snow band in interior southeastern Massachusetts with rain or a mix possibly ending as snow on Cape Cod. So what I'm trying to tell you is pay attention to updated forecasts. This is only one model's idea of a couple of inches of snow right in the Boston area and interior southeastern Mass. But I've seen other indications that make the snow a little bit to the west, and others that take the storm a little farther east, and there isn't even an area that gets that much in the way of snow with this. It's something to watch. Why is it so difficult to say just a couple of days ahead? Because it's a very subtle difference whether these storms pass just out to sea or the jet stream bends back a little bit and then allows them to come up the coast. And we have another opportunity, perhaps a better one, coming up on Monday afternoon and Monday night. So there's, I'd say, a moderate chance of some heavy wet snow in some part of our area, not everywhere. Strong winds, best chance on the Cape. Coastal flooding chances seem fairly low with this situation. So there you go. We clear tomorrow afternoon. We got some sunshine for you on Friday. The question mark with some storminess on Saturday. And as I mentioned, Monday is the next chance, a somewhat colder storm if it comes close enough to us. And following that, it looks like bitter cold weather may be coming in around Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Certainly, winter is far from over. It's definitely a time to watch forecasts over the next few days. Ed, Heather?